Hey guys, Michael here from GBU. Hope you guys are all having a good day today. Today we're back with another video. This time we're going to be focusing more so on the HPA side of things that we do have currently in stock and online as well. So the first one that we will start off with will be the SLR with the Monk ESG grip. Inside of this one we have an MK Tactical V2 gearbox that has been anodized in a very nice deep purple that is. So obviously running the jack. We have a GBU speed trigger. On the back we have the new GBU end cap as well in the rainbow, which is a world first too. So all done and coated by a custom paint job, which is a bit of a fade between two different colors. So it's like a purple and like an orange. On the front we have the GBU speed cannon. We also have the GBU birdcage that goes on the end of it as well. Inside we have an alloy barrel. We also have an AKA hop up at the end of it. Also, to tie it all in, we have a GBU T-piece as well. There is also a GBU Fire Select kit as well. So we have the Fire Select, we have the bolt catch, and we also have the Fire Select cover as well. So virtually what the ESG grip does is that it eliminates the buttstock and actually gives you a tank as your buttstock. So virtually when you're playing, your blaster is at eye level the whole time, rather than trying to hold the buttstock up here. You can literally plant your tank on your shoulder and away you go. So it is very versatile, a lot more easy to play, especially if you are a speedball player, that is. So you can get into certain positions that you couldn't get into, for instance, with something with a stock, unless it was on like a bit of a degree, which allowed you to still hold it up at eye level without looking ridiculous. So right now we're gonna jump on to the next one. So next up on the list is the M4SS Destruction. So this thing is absolutely heavy duty. Heavy does come along with the weight as well. So this thing weighs as much as someone's leg, to put it that way, probably my leg because it's quite long. So we do have the double bell M4S body. So that is a metal receiver, metal handguard, all your barrels, your iron sights, everything is metal. Obviously other than your pistol grip and your stock, which is pretty cool. So you have a full metal gearbox inside. Also inside is the Polestar Jack V2, that one that is. So we do have the grip with the line that comes out the bottom, which all will be shown to you very shortly. So if you are, say, someone that likes to go to, say, Milsim events and stuff like that, you definitely will look a lot better than, say, your opponents that are out there, say, with a Gen 9 or a SEMA nylon, that is. The range on this thing, the accuracy on this thing are all above average, which is amazing. Definitely well consistent as well. So we'll just go through a few of the parts that are in this thing. So on the front, we do have a metal Skeletor grip, which is pretty cool. These are an old style, so these have been around since the start of gel ball, which is amazing to see that as the years have gone on, these things have stayed while everything else has progressed and updated itself. So it's amazing, as I said, amazing to see that this thing is still kicking around and doing its thing. On the front, we have a Blackwater suppressor, which does have a riser hop up tucked inside. Inside you have an alloy barrel. We have the GBU T-piece, which is aluminium, obviously the metal gearbox, the jack. We have a retro arms trigger, just to try and keep the realistic look of this thing. So we could have put a speed trigger in there, but for the feel, we wanted to go the retro arms trigger. You have your extendable buttstock as well, so if you want to get nice and close, you can. So virtually you can sit there, aim down your sights, and you can do a bit of mayhem mofa. Let's go. So next one on the list is the double bell HK. Again, with this one we have gone a bit of a tan feel because we feel like there's not many tan HPAs on the market. They're all painted, they're all skeletonized. It starts to get old after a while, so we have gone back to basics, which we feel is a major thing, especially for all you new players out there that are just coming onto it, that play your Call of Duties, that, you know, stuff like that. You'd see this in your game, obviously just not HPA. But here we are, again, as I said, the double bell HK, it's full metal, so you have a metal receiver, metal handguard, all your barrels, inner barrels, everything's metal, suppressor's metal, gearbox. Obviously inside we have the Polestar Jack V2, we have a GBU T-piece. This one we have the GBU Nano trigger, just because I felt like I went with this build. You have an extendable buttstock, adjustable iron sights on front and back. You also have a 10 EO Tech, which you can adjust where your dot sits, or your crosshairs, I should say, in this one. So it can either be green, red, entirely up to you on what color you choose to go with on the day. Again, as I said, a perfect Milsim build, depending where you're playing, whether it's Donnybrook to Nuketown, entirely up to you. You will be on top of your opponents and you will demolish those on the field. The accuracy on this thing is next to none. There's solid distance, it's about 30 to 35 meters. It obviously shoots further, but why do you need something that shoots 50 meters? And you will see the difference between the performance of, say, the HPA and the AEGs that were back then. So some of you may be sitting there thinking, scratching your head, scratching your beards, entirely up to you on what HPA actually is. So HPA is an acronym, so high pressure air. Very, very simple. So obviously what HPA does is it eliminates all the moving parts that are, say, in an AEG. So you gain consistency, you are able to change a lot of things without changing your gear ratio, your piston, your spring. Everything in a HPA is fully adjustable via its FCU, which is on the back, or in particular the ESG, it's in the grip. So definitely take into consideration that HPA is definitely taking over the game, and it has been for about a year to two now, since it's set foot on Australian shores. So definitely get in quick, because these things will not last long, and history has proven that. So you know what time it is, we're gonna head over to the firing range, we'll give these things a couple of slaps, we'll see how they perform, and we'll be back. As you can see, all these blasters have their own identities with accuracy and performance as well, but they all have one key factor, is that they're all ran by air from a paintball tank, they've all got Polestar jacks, and they're all very, very consistent. If this is something that you'd like, come on down and see us at 7/18 Bailey Crescent in Southport on the Gold Coast, or they are online right now as I speak. Peace out.